Hello YouTube and welcome back to Top 300 Video Games of All Time Countdown, according to Game Informer. Before I get started, I just want to let you know that I do these countdowns every week, every Sunday, and I'm going to continue to do them until I get to number 1, so if it's the kind of thing you like, hit the subscribe button. And you may have noticed, for you returning viewers, that I'm not using my green screen. There's a reason for that. Her name is Luna. She tore it down, and I just haven't been able to put it back up yet. She really likes that thing. Anyway, we're on numbers 150 to 141. Let's get started. Number 150, The Walking Dead, released on PS3, 360, and PC in 2012. The Walking Dead was an intense emotional ride that became Telltale's biggest success story. With a well-written branching narrative, it popularized the choice-driven adventure genre and paved the way for several of Telltale's licensed partnerships. You played as Lee Everett, whose trip to prison was unexpectedly interrupted by a zombie apocalypse. He then met a young girl named Clementine, and the bond they formed throughout their fight for survival was unforgettably touching. Your actions slightly adapted to the story, from how you interacted with fellow survivors to how much violence you allowed Clementine to witness. The Walking Dead was dark and full of anguish, but the experience, especially at the time of its release, was unlike any other. If that is a game that you would like to see me play, let me know in the comments if you would like to see me play any of these games. Let me know in the comments. I have played The Walking Dead, and I really enjoyed it, and I would love an excuse to play it again. Next, number 149, Destiny, released for PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and 360 in 2014. Bungie's shared world shooter borrowed the best of fantasy and sci-fi tropes and gave us an adventure filled with cooperation, competition, and years of discovery. Number 148, Path of Exile, released on PC in 2013. Grinding Gear Games proved free-to-play wasn't synonymous with shallow. Its action RPG was an expansive take on Diablo that rewarded fans of deep, customizable systems. Number 147, one of my personal favorites, Portal 2, released for PS3, 360, and PC in 2011. After the surprise success of Portal, fans were cautiously optimistic about a sequel. Would the core Portal shooting mechanic, Gladys, and the mysterious world of Aperture Science be able to sustain a full-length experience? Thankfully, the answer to those questions was a resounding yes. Portal 2 outdid the original's amazing puzzle design by expanding on the core mechanic, adding blue and orange goo, and including a full separate cooperative campaign. It also had some of the best dialogue ever written for a video game, and a cast of video game's best characters, despite including only one living human with Shell. This is a list of the best games of all time, but if I were to create a list of the funniest games ever, you can guarantee Portal 2 would be in the top 10. Number 146, Warcraft 3: Reign of Chaos, released on PC in 2002. Blizzard's real-time fantasy strategy game, Pinnacle, Warcraft 3, built upon the success of the two previous entries with substantial changes. The campaign introduced upgradable hero units, and the multiplayer introduced skill-based matchmaking. The Defense of the Ancients, Dota, mod also spawned out of its world editor, laying the foundation for the MOBA genre. Number 145, Divinity: Original Sin 2, released on PC in 2017. Larian Studios redefined what it means to be a PC RPG in 2017, giving developers something to aspire to, allowing players to devise their own solutions to any challenge, The classic fantasy RPG was powered by the same element-centric turn-based combat system that made the first Divinity Original Sin grand. Number 144, Pac-Man. Released in 1980 in arcades, Pac-Man not only convinced millions to give up their quarters as they vied for a top spot on the score charts, but also gave birth to video game merchandising. Number 143, Geometry Wars Retro Evolved. Released for the 360 in 2005. Every moment mattered, and surviving longer meant more enemies came to attack. The intensity made players flock to Retro Evolve for scoring competitions. Number 142, Tecmo Super Bowl. Released for the NES in 1991. How beloved is the NES football game? Fans still update its rosters, and national tournaments bring the community together in Madison, Wisconsin each year. Last but not least, number 141, Dragon Age Origins. Released in 2009 for the PS3, 360, and PC. BioWare's fantasy RPG was all about conflict, interpersonally and with the Darkspawn. Politics and turmoil made you agonize over being a hero in a chaotic world. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. The music you've been hearing throughout this video is that of mine and my lovely husband Brian's creation. Check out the playlist I have. We're always adding more. It's a slow process, but it's fun. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. Leave me a comment on if you agree or disagree with the placement of some of these games in this countdown. And I hope I will see you next week. You see this? This is the reason there's no green screen. Bye!